Good morning, dear students. It's 4th May. Welcome to Chemistry Digital Classes. And today our topic is ways to express concentration, which is called reaction in solutions also. So, dear students, let's start. Solution. This word you have heard so many times in your previous classes also. The word solution came from solute and solvent. Every solution, all those particles in which two or more substances are combined and form a solution in which one component is in larger quantity, second component is always in smaller quantity. So the quantity which is in smaller amount, that is called solute, and the quantity which is in larger amount, that is called solvent. So reaction in solution, it means that amounts of substances present in a solution is called the reaction in solution. Okay, so reaction in solution can be termed as in concentration way also. So concentration word, ways to express the concentration. So concentration is of two types. One is qualitative, second is quantitative. As qualitative concentration is of two types. It is number one diluted, second is concentrated. Diluted concentration of solution is those solution in which solute is in very low amount than solvent, very smaller fraction or very smaller proportion than the solvent, and concentrated solute is in those kind of solution where solute is in larger proportion than the solvent. Okay, so these two, diluted and concentrated, in the chemistry if you will see, so many chemicals are there. We are discussing about the chemicals. Those chemicals are known as, suppose, diluted acid, concentrated acid, dilute solution, concentrated solution. It means that in case of dilute acids, the amount of acid is very less than the amount of water, whereas in concentrated the amount of acid is more than the water. Okay, so sometime what is happening, this qualitative measurement is not that much practical, or it creates some confusion. So we are using quantitatively type of concentration also. There are basically 6 different types of quantitatively used the terms, in which the first term is mass percentage, second is volume percentage, then combinedly mass volume percentage, part per million, mole fraction, molarity and molality. These are very important, dear students. So one by one we will discuss. Mass percentage is what? In which we are going to find out the ratio, find out the percentage value of weight upon weight percent. It means that solute is also taken in weight and solvent or solution is also taken in the form of weight. Now suppose NaCl, 20 gram of sodium chloride you are adding in 80 gram of any other solvent which is also in the form of solid. So when we are finding out the percentage of any one, suppose sodium chloride, so we will write mass of sodium chloride upon total mass of solution multiply by 100. If we need to find out percentage, so multiply by 100 we need to do. Similar way in volume percentage, what is the difference only? Now we will take in the liter form. Suppose solute is also in the volume, solvent is also in the volume. So it will be also find out the formula is same, volume of component upon solution. It is solvent upon total volume of solution multiply by 100. Okay. So mass upon volume percentage is third, in which now solute is in form of mass and the solution is in form of volume. Okay, here we can use the term 20 gram of sodium chloride dissolved in the 100 gram of 100 ml of water. So how to calculate the percentage? It will calculate the mass of solute upon total volume of solution into 100. And especially these kind of percentages used in medicine, to make medicine and drugs especially. Second is part per million. As it is written million, the million have 6 zeros. So we will multiply by 10 raised to power 6 0. As we have multiplied in percentage with 100, here in part per million we will multiply with 10 raised to power 6. Okay, so it is the total part of component, total part of solute upon total number of part of all component in solution multiply by 10 raised to power 6. Third is mole fraction. Fraction word you know in mathematical, it is the part. So number of mole of component upon total number of mole of all the component in the solution. Suppose we can write it in the form of A is solute and B is solvent. So if we need to find out the mole fraction of solute only, Na only, so we can find out Xa is equal to Na upon Na plus Nb, or Xb if we are finding solvent we are finding, so we will write Nb upon Na plus NB. Although I have written here formula mole of A upon mole of a plus b, so you will write na upon na plus nb. So once we will find out the value of, generally dear student, you need to see xa plus xb is always is equal to 1 unity. So if xb value we need to find out, so it will be simply 1 minus xa. Okay, and second, one more thing is there, if suppose so many fractions is there, so many moles we have, so all the moles plus the sum of all the moles is equal to always unity. Okay, so x1, x2, x3, x4 plus xi is equal to 1. Now the next is molarity and molality, which is very important, most important. You need to differentiate molarity and molality also. So molarity is what? Molarity formula spelling MOLARITY, molarity, MOLALITY, molality. Here R and L is the difference. So if R is there, R is representing total volume, L is representing total mass. So this is the difference only. So we can see the differences. Number of moles of a solute into number of moles of a solute upon total volume of solution in liter. Total volume of solution in liter. If it is written total volume of solution in milliliter, multiply with 1000 then. Okay. Similar way here, number of moles of solute dissolved per kilogram. So you can see the difference in molarity and molality. In case of molarity, we are using number of moles both same, of solute same, dissolved in 1 liter. In case of molarity, we are using 1 liter, and in case of molality, we are using per kg. So this is the difference. Per kg is mass and per liter is volume. Okay, so with this the mass concentration or the ways of expressing concentration is over. Now one PDF and one more video I will share to you to get the clear idea. Okay, so hope so you understood. So now till with this, this first unit is also finished. So one exercise I have shared on Saturday, so go through those exercises. You need to see all the questions. If any doubt is there, you can ask me. Okay, dear students, after this, from tomorrow we are going to start our next chapter. The chapter name is structure of atom. Okay, so hope so you understood the whole unit. If there is any doubt, you can call me. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and take care. Have a nice day.